everybody. This is Workbench Wednesday. We're here live on YouTube and Rumble tonight. Good evening, everybody. We got Gerald Stewart. We got Reggie Stroud. We got Why Are You Naked, Rob, here on Rumble. And we got a bunch of people here on YouTube. Thomas Moore, Jim Tedesco, Fan of Trains 5972. How you doing? Gerald Stewart, times 3, Ian's Train and RC Vehicles, Phil Kenyon, and who else? Wigwag Workshop, and who else popped in here? Santa Stewart, Java 117, Ian's Trains and RC. I already said you. Hello. Let me look back further in here. Okay, I think I got everybody. Barry Olson was in here earlier. Okay, I think I got everybody now. So, hello. If you haven't done so already, enter into the contest whenever I'm finished with this kit today. Well, I'm not going to finish today. I'm going to get it opened up today. Well, if you watched on Rumble on Monday, I opened it up. I didn't show that on YouTube. But I opened up the box and showed what was inside. We're going to take a look at it tonight. And we're going to work on it, get as much done as we can, because we're going to have to paint it. So I'm going to get everything out, separated, put the bracing in on the sides. I think there's 3 sides that I have to work on that needs bracing. The front side is the storefront, which gets put together with little pieces, and we'll get it set up for painting, and that's when we'll cut it off, and we'll continue on Rumble after that. So if you haven't entered, enter in the contest. Workbench Wednesday, and let me see if I got the thingy up here. Where's the thingy? Okay. this thingy right here. Loft Candies giveaway. Send it to right there. workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Put your name, channel name. If you got a YouTube channel and a Rumble channel, put both of them in there, and your address and the phone number. And that'll get you entered into it, and I'll send you a confirmation email once you're in there. I think we got 11 people in there so far. Out of 71 people that was in the chat. Let me see if I can pull up the thing here. Let's get this out of the way. Let me see. Okay. Let me get it big. Well, I didn't want it that big. Hold on a second. It's not cooperating with me. I just want to get it bigger. I don't want to maximize it. So we're going to switch sides here. So hold on a second. Don't get confused. Okay, there we go. So here we go. Do you model in N scale? May do an N scale kit giveaway. Okay, so 32% said yes and 68% said no. So 68% of the people is probably about 50 out of 71. So we only got 11 people to enter. So if you haven't entered so far, enter so you could win the kit. I'm going to do a drawing on it. When we're finished, when I'm going to do the reveal, and I'll send the name off to Art Fahey, and he'll be glad to send you a kit. So again, here is the information right there. workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Put your name, channel name, either YouTube or Rumble, or you have both, put both of them in there, address and phone number. And we'll get you entered into the contest. We'll make a list out of everything, put all the names in a hat, and we'll pick the names out, and we'll do that whenever I'm finished with the kit and do the reveal, which it's not a hard kit, so it's really three walls, storefront, and then the second floor, it's got the signage on it. So, and then the roof, and then it's got a telephone pole in there. I didn't notice it, but I was reading through the instructions today, and it says there's a telephone pole in there too, and a sidewalk. So it's going to be interesting. And Reggie Stroud was trying to figure out how to get the emojis up, and I guess he can't get them up on his browser. I think he says he's got a Google keyboard. Okay, but let me see if I can get this over here. Let me put this over here. Okay. Look closely, Reggie. Wait a minute. I'm going to get it over here. Oops. I got to make it smaller so I can get the chat window up here and see if you can get it in here. So, okay. Okay, so here's where you chat. And right over here on this side, there's a smiley face. And you see that? And it brings up all these emojis right here. Boom, 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 boom. That you could put in your chat. And the chat ends up looking like that. All right, so there you go. All right, now I hope that helps out. I don't know if you can't get it that way or what. And he says still in hospital with mom, but may get to leave tomorrow. That sounds good. Reggie's mom had a stroke, I think last Sunday. I think he said it was. But she's doing better. So I hope she gets to come home soon. And he says he don't see that. Okay, so all right. So you're on your, maybe because I'm on. Yeah, it could be because you're on a cell phone. I don't think it shows up on a cell. Probably not. And I see Chasco. How you doing, Chasco? Way to go. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so here's the Bar Mills website right here. This is the kit we're doing. Let me get down here to the kit we're doing right here. Come on, open up. Loft Candy. It's a $55 value. How you doing, Norman Rowe? And Jeff Sykes, good to see you in here. All right. So that's what we'll be doing. And whenever we're finished with that one, we're going to be doing this one here, Twin Peaks. It's also in HO scale. So this is HO scale kits. Maybe if we get enough interest in N scale, maybe I'll talk Art into me doing an N scale one so we can give one away there. But so far, we don't have that very many people interested in N scale or showing up for the live stream. So whenever we get, I'm going to do another poll this coming Monday for the N scalers and see how many we actually get. So maybe we could get more. So if you know any N scalers, let them know. Share this stream, share Monday's stream, and let them know come in and participate. And we may be able to do an N scale deal. But Bar Mills, they have a lot of kits. Let's just go to the HO scale kits right here. And so how many pages have they got? Oh, over 10 pages right there. So here's the Loft Candy. They got a lot of good ones in here. A lot of them are cheap. This one is from their last deal that they did over Christmas. Yeah, Chasco, I know you're N scale. Yeah. Did you participate in the poll? Was you one of the ones that participated and it says you was N scale? I hope so. This Harbor Light at Cundy Grove. Cundy Grove, yeah, that's the one. Cundy Grove, that was part of a big kit. And here's Twin Peaks right there. But they have a lot of good kits. I want to try to get this one here. I like this one, Lenny's Truck Service Garage. I like stuff like that. Foscale has. I did one from Foscale. I got it over there someplace. I just moved it. And if you look behind me, let me get the big picture over here. I don't have anything over here anymore. Well, after Monday night's live stream, I cleared all this stuff out over here, and you can see I got all my stuff back up in the far corner there because I'm working on, this is my industrial area on this side over here. I just had these tracks laid down there, had nothing connected, nothing, you know, the tracks weren't put together, they were just laid there, and I had some rolling stock on it just for show. Hey, Phil Kenyon, oh, you're back. I'm in scale too. All right, you're in scale too. I built the lighthouse, and Barry Olson said I built the lighthouse in N-scale. Oh, hey, I could put these things up here. Hold on a second. There we go. I built the lighthouse in N-scale, all right. And Phil Kenyon says he's an N-scale, and Chasko's in the N-scale. If you know other N-scalers, let them know. The more N-scalers I get in here, I'll be able to tell Art we got a bunch of N-scalers in here. Maybe he'll let me do an N-scale and give away an N-scale kit in the future. But yeah, that's my industrial area. I'm going to put a bunch of flats right back along there to hide this incline that actually goes up behind me over top of the washer and dryer. The number one kit. What's the number one kit? And I'm going to connect it back over here, but I have a drop down over here. I'm going to change the drop down because that's why I'm working on the industrial area over here, because I have to continue with this level coming up over there and then coming this way, and then I could put the drop down back in there. Okay, Chaska, what's the number one kit? N-scaler should take over. Heath is N-scale also. If we can get enough N-scalers over here, Art's been looking for somebody that does N-scale builds good, not fumbling around with them like Heath does. But I asked around, but actually, a lot of people do N-scale, but they don't do videos on them. So he's looking for somebody that has a lot of videos out there. So if I can't get anybody in here that does a lot of videos and does a lot of builds in N-scale, then I'll see if I could get him to give me an N-scale one to build. And okay, Rumble says they're having some problems. Yeah, I see my Rumble is messing up. YouTube seems good, but the Rumble's messing up, so I don't know what the deal is with Rumble. I have them at the same setting, but it's showing screwed up, but the YouTube is good. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm going to stop Rumble momentarily and put it right back on, so hold on a second. So hold on, Rumbleoniums. Okay, I started it back up, and hopefully that works better. Okay, Norman, are we buffering on YouTube? Because it's showing that I'm good on YouTube, but not on Rumble. But now I restarted Rumble. So hopefully, okay, everybody on Rumble, is it looking good on Rumble now? Let me refresh it over here and see if we got anything different. Gotta get my chat over here. Okay. I don't see anybody updating the chat on Rumble, but I still see Rumble up. I look blurry. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. Everything is in the red right here, so I'm not sure what it is. Maybe YouTube's screwing with me. Could be the internet. Vince Sama. Okay, Rob says it's okay on Rumble. Hey, Vince Sama, seems good now. Okay, seems good now. Maybe we just had a little blurb in there. I look blurry. Okay. Yeah, YouTube was buffering too. Oh my goodness. I knew Rumble was because I got yellow on Rumble, but YouTube was still in the red. Rumble looks okay to me. Okay, Chasco. All right, Chasco. Thanks. All right, so it looks like everything is back to normal. I better quit turning her. I better quit. No, I think I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Where's the other one? Okay. I was switching these things around too much. I guess I got everybody all confused here. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, enter the Workbench Wednesday at Gmail. Give all the stuff, and we'll do that. And like the other, if you haven't done so already, smash that like button right here. So YouTube and Rumble knows you're here. All right, there you go. Smash that like button. We got 15 likes now. It went up. Oh, no, it didn't. 18 people and 15 likes. And what do we got over in Rumble land? We got 26. We got 26 people watching in Rumble and only 18 people watching on YouTube. Can you believe that? Yeah, he must have popped in and screwed things up there. That's usually what happens. I want to thank Roy Hardwork and Frank McQuillan on Monday. The both of them gifted 5 new members. So I got 5 new members on the train crew from Frank and 5 new members on the train crew from Roy Hardwork. So thank you very much for doing that. So I really appreciate it. Plus, Roy also gave me a super chat. So let me do this and say thank you. The first 10 people on the list, not on locals, but on the list on the train crew, are the new people on there. Okay, so all right, Barry, it's 17 and 18 now, and Jim Tedesco says 19 and 17. Okay. And Darby Rail Service, dealing with Facebook spam today. Okay, here's my thank you. You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. And Chasco said the number one kit is a modular kit similar to DPM, I believe. Okay, all right, I haven't seen that. Okay, so I checked, and the speed is up there, but it's still down from what it normally is. So let me pull the results up here. Here's my history, and you can see that's the download, but that don't matter. Here's the upload. So normally my upload speed is like 31 to 40. It's down to 25 now, but that still shouldn't matter because that's still plenty to do two streams at one time, because they're only pulling like 5 megabytes per second on each one. So very blurry. You might have to, who said that? Where did I see that? Oh, here it is. You drop down to 144p. You might have to go into your little thingy over there and crank it up. YouTube is playing games. Hey, Possum Bayou, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Glad you can make it. We're going to be doing Bar Mills Scale Model Works kit. Yeah, try and refresh and hit your little deal down on this corner down here somewhere. And, the little circle gearbox thing. And you could change the speed. Tap quality advanced, then choose 10. Hey, there you go, Reggie. You got it. That's what I was trying to say. All right. There you go. All right. See what Reggie said right there? That's what you do. All right, so, and he says Rumble is still freezing, so I'm not sure what's wrong with Rumble. I'm still looking good on Rumble. Yeah, it says it gets you HD. Big difference. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, YouTube's playing games, and I guess Rumble, I don't know what the hell was going on with Rumble. A lot of times, a lot of people come on Rumble on Wednesday, so it might be that there's a lot of people on here. So here's the kit right here. I'm going to go through some of the directions here before we go over to the workbench, because he changed some of the directions, and so I'll just walk you through or read through it a little bit. And basically the usual list of tools, which he always does, and he explains on here. Rob says his is working good right now. Okay, so Reggie, it might be the hospital where you're at. They got a crappy service over there. But okay, on the bottom here, it gives the codes that they put on the different pieces of wood. Just like B8 is basswood, 1/8 inch. P64 is plywood, 64th inch thick. So that just gives you an idea of what everything's. Oh, you got Gerald. You got buffering. Uh-oh, that's not good. You shouldn't be. I don't know. Is it raining where you're at? Maybe it's Bidenomics. Okay, so basic building techniques and observation. Plastic windows. There are only a few plastic windows in this kit, but all need painting, probably at least some weathering, and the additional of window glass acetate before mounting them into their respective wall location. It shouldn't be any surprise that we prime our window castings just like everything else. Da, 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 da. That's all the same. Needless to say that all windows, doors, openings should be checked to assure accuracy and an easy fit before attempting to force. Now, that's something new that he puts in the instructions. I've never had a problem with Bar Mills kits. I've had problems with other manufacturers. Sometimes the holes are too big, and sometimes the holes are too small. With Bar Mills, I never had any problems with them. Gluing acetate windows, there's a couple of methods you can use. The first method I'm going to is ACC. You put some of the accelerant on and put a dab of ACC on the corners, or like I do, put the window in the little plastic thing and take your plastic solvent and dip it around the corners, and that works. I think that works a lot better. Don't have to worry about the super glue, sticking your fingers to the super glue. And he says, personally, I glue larger sheets of clear acetate to the inside of the building walls, often covering the visible surface of many windows at once. I do that every once in a while. I do that with Scotch tape. Reggie says he's on YouTube right now, no problems. I'm still looking good on Rumble. Yeah, it still says the quality is good on Rumble, but I'm not sure what's going on there, Reggie. Okay, so, and Gerald Stewart says 1080p is okay now. All right. Okay, good deal. All right. Many modelers prefer products such as gallery glass, or in other words, canopy glue. I find this stuff just doesn't photograph well sometimes. That is personally important to the hobby as I practice it. Yeah, because it usually wells up. Maybe COVID has infected internet. There you go. That's a good deal. Painting components, details, and so on. All parts should be pre-painted, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow morning. I'm going to set everything up for painting it. Even if you are going to model a rundown building, remember it was once painted neatly. Paint splotches in the wrong places will detract from even a rundown building. The prototype was painted with craft store paints, available at Walmart for about 59 cents each. They do have advantages. They do smell, easy water cleanup, and you can just about any color in the rainbow. He's talking about the little 2-ounce bottles. Prime and pre-paint the doors, windows, and any other smaller parts where are still in the sheets. This makes them easier to hold and keep track of. I usually take them off and put them on. I set up my yardstick with masking tape and put them on there. It helps out because it gets the edges too. Okay, if you don't have the skills to build this kit, please put it aside until you're ready for it. We appreciate your confidence in Bar Mills, but there are certain things only you can do for you. As much as they try to help, craftsmanship is still an acquired skill. It's not included in the box. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it. He's right. It's not included in the box. We'd like to thank the website forum folks for help keeping the hobby alive through their efforts of the internet on with the kit. We hope you enjoy it. Art Fahey, Bar Mill Scale Model Works. Okay. Hey, Brad's Trains. How you doing? He's present. I'm here. Okay. We're talking about the kit. We're going to be giving this away whenever I'm finished with it, or Art's going to be giving it away. Here's the drawings of the sheets that come in here. It's got a nice little sign that goes up on top. Okay, let's go to the next page. As soon as we get through all this, I'll go over to the workbench. Here's some more stuff. It shows you the bracing on there, 5/36 inch. And here is, this is what makes the kit pop out, is this storefront right here. And this is more like it. There's some more views of it right here. I did the Gravely building. It has a nice storefront on it, and I think there's another one, something similar to that. Dumfries Hardware. It has a nice storefront on it. They look really nice. So okay, the left wall. The left wall is like a half wall. It's like L-shaped, and half of it has a big window in it, and that's like Dumfries Hardware. They have a big window on the side. It's the one that requires the second most attention, but the biggest attention is the storefront. Let's do what they say here. This is the project onto itself. The first thing to do here is spray everything with some inexpensive primer. Gray aerosol paint. Mist is on lightly, a couple of coats. If you think it needs it, just buy the cheapest you can get. Lately, Home Depot has been putting a lot of primer on sale in their clearance. I picked up a couple of cans for $2.50 at Home Depot. Or no, $3.50 at Home Depot. I got 2 cans of that gray primer. It's real light. It works good for concrete. At Lowe's, we picked up some that were $2.87. We got a couple of them that's a little bit darker, but it's still lighter than the normal gray primer that you get. So I always try to get it as light as possible because it works well for concrete. John Train BFGR, how you doing? Good to see you in here. All right. Gerald Stewart says, nice disclaimer, Art. Yeah, the craftsmanship is not included in the box. Barry Olson says he enjoys cannabis glue. I tried it, and it's nice, but it tends to look like this on the window. So whenever you're taking photos of it, it looks like plastic windows that somebody poked their hand into it. Okay, so John Train BFGR. Okay, if you haven't entered into the contest yet, let me put this up here. I'll keep putting this up there. Loft Candy giveaway. Put your name, channel name, or of YouTube or Rumble, and your real name, and address and phone number. Send it to workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Yeah, that's a good price. Usually in Lowe's, if you go way in the back, they have the clearance aisle, and you can find paints back there. And you find all kind of stuff back there. So it's always a good place to go first. And sometimes, and what was it on at Home Depot? We didn't see it here in Sebring. We went to Lake Wells and found that the primer in the Lake Wells Home Depot, but it was in the regular paint department, but it was around the island there where they mixed the paints. They had them on one of those little carts. Don't get it on the window. Reggie says, I'll check our Lowe's. Yeah, almost every Lowe's has it. If you go all the way in the back, on the back aisle, they'll have a whole section, usually behind the kitchen stuff. They'll have a section of clearance. Don't get it on the window. There you go. All right. The storefront. Okay, the thing to remember here is that this part of the kit is made of laser board, and brushing on a finish just doesn't work without applying a primer first. Laser board, that's Artie's term for, it's like pressed paper and some other stuff, but it's really nice looking. You have to primer it first before you could add any other kind of paint for it. Okay, laser board is a very unique product capable of reproducing fine detail, but also a product that can be difficult to accept paint. So this assembly, by give the component a quick prime and then letting them dry thoroughly. This assembly consists of 2 layers, each of which we painted individually before joining them together. Once dry, we peeled away the adhesive masking from the top layer and very carefully aligned the components before affixing them in position atop of each other. Once joined, these components can be more than a little difficult to separate, so make sure that everything lines up properly. What I usually do is I hold them, you know, one this way and one the other way, so I could finagle them that way before I really press them down, and you could adjust them. So here's what it looks like. Here's the thing there. That's the one layer. There's also smaller windows that go in between there. They talk about that. The full size rendering of the sub-assembly will give you a good reference point. Because we built our prototype with 2 different themes, we did not detail our storefront windows. You may want to once this assembly is completed. What's a good idea while you still have it in this stage right here, before you put it in the building, detail the windows, because once you get it in there, you're not going to be able to detail it. Okay, so the left wall is the wall that has the big window on the side. It's just a small doorway over here, but the second floor is really big. Plastic door needs no trim, just paint and insert. Secondly, the big window in here needs 1/16 of an inch trim all the way around it. The trim on a corner of the building is part of that trim. That's the only thing to remember on there. Left wall window assembly. It's a peel and stick also, so it's comes in 2 different pieces, plus the acetate. And here's a drawing of the 4 corner posts. Shows you where the corners are, if we didn't know. Okay. Okay, the upper front wall, it's brick. I'm not sure what material call it. Let me see. The upper front wall is made to attain a brick appearance. After removing this wall from its sheet, it's important to sand all edges to remove little connecting points. Following this with a light gray priming. When then reach an orange paint, no specific shade, but orange paint. What I do on this, it's brick and it's textured. So what I do is I paint it white and let that dry, and that gets in your mortar joints, and then go over with a brush with the red or whatever. I have, I think it's colonial red that I go, or you could even do orange or yellow. On the one kit from Mind Mount Models, I did mine in yellow because in Pennsylvania there's a lot of buildings that have yellow brick on it. So that's how I did mine. But here's what it looks like. And in the middle of it, there's a big sign that goes in there, Loft Candy. Or if you want to, they have a sign in there for a hardware store. Okay, so, and then it goes on to tell you how to construct all the walls together. Here's the 2 different options. You could do the hardware or the Loft Candy. We're going to be doing Loft Candy. And they got a big sign for the roof for Loft Candy, but they didn't give you a sign for the hardware store. And this is something similar to the dollies. I have a dollies one that has a sign on the roof. It also has cardstock painted awnings in the kit. You can use the printed Lofts version or an unlettered one if you want to use the building for another business. Okay, so they give you 2 different kinds. And here is all the signage that you could put on the wall. They even have a QR code right here so you can watch a video. Modeling resin sidewalks. So, okay, that's what that was, resin. Okay, so they got some resin in there. It's just the sidewalk material. So, all right, so that's all I'm going to talk about on here. We're going to go over to the workbench. Hi, Curtis. Curtis. He says, sorry I'm late. Rob says canopy glue. I've never tried it, but Elmer's don't taste too bad. Okay, so, all right, so let me shut off this microphone here and we'll go over to the other one. Let me get this over here. Boom. There is the kit right there, the box. So let me shut this microphone off here. Okay. All right, I'm over here now. And before I started up the stream, I wasn't able to get YouTube chat up on here. I got the Rumble chat. So let me see if I can get the YouTube chat up here for a second so I could watch both of them. Okay.
Until you've seen.
I don't want the commercial. Okay, let me turn off the volume here. All right. Pop out the chat. Okay, and then minimize that. So we got the chat up there for YouTube also. Okay, so here we go. Remember those big jugs of paste back? Oh, yeah. Back in elementary school, I could still smell them. Yeah, I remember those. Okay, so now I got both chats up here. And let me see if I can get them where I could watch both of them at the same time. And have still be able to see my window over here. Okay, so hello. Okay, I got that view and I got this view over here. We're gonna figure out which one's better. Let's see if this one's better here. So this is the stuff, this is the storefront right here, and that's the sign. Okay, and this is peel and, I guess this is peel and stick right here, or is it? Yep, that's peel and stick. So it's got an adhesive backing on it, so that'll work out really good. And, okay. And here's the resin sidewalk that goes on the front. I didn't know what it was until I read the directions, so that's always a good thing to read the directions to find out what you got in the kit. Okay, 5/32 for bracing. We got 4 of those. We got our little windows right here. I'll put that up there. This is the sidewalk, so that looks pretty cool. We'll have to play around with that. Here's some more sidewalk right there. Here's the chimney. He's using resin now instead of white metal for the details, but he's still using the plastic for the for these. These are really nice right here. Here's here's the transformer for the pole. He's got a skewer in here for the telephone pole. Some more 5/32. And some of these are 1/16 of an inch, or all of them a 1/16 of an inch. They look like all of them are 1/16 of an inch. So some of these we could use for the corner supports, and some of them we could use for the top of the telephone pole. So we're going to have to paint these, weather them, or paint the trim for the 1/16 for the corner posts. These we won't have to paint. Let me throw this away. Here's the small plastic windows. We got 6 of those. And 1 door. That goes on the side. Here's the transformer for the telephone pole. Okay, here's the brick on the front. We'll have to cut that one out. And I didn't have to cut any of these out because all of them practically fell off the thing. So here's another one for the sign right there. Okay, that's a thicker one. That's 1/16 of an inch plywood. This one here is I don't know if that's cardstock. Yeah, this is cardstock. This goes inside that for the detail of the sign. You got 2 of them. Okay, if you want to change them. Here's some plywood, 1/32. This is the bottom for the storefront, and I think this, I can't remember what that is for, but we'll figure it out. I read it in the direction, but I can't remember. Hoe. It says hoe. Here's the roof of cardboard. Here's the acetate. Here's the shingles right there. And here is the awnings. So you got awnings for the front and the side for Loft Candies, and if you want to make it something other than Loft Candies, they have it on there also, unlettered. So he saved me some time here. I don't have to cut those off. So all we have to do is sand down the edges of these to get the stuff off the edge, and we'll be ready to go. Teacher was always telling the kids to stop eating the paste. Yeah, that was the best part of school, when you got to eat the paste. Yeah, the paste was yummy. So I'm going to switch views over here so you can see what I'm doing, because you can't really see all my hands and stuff. Okay. Gerald Stewart says, yuck. That was good tasting paste. Well, there's no burn marks on that side, but I always like to trim it down a little bit. But they cut with the laser all the way through, and then there's just a couple of spots on it where they don't cut it all the way through, just cut it partial way through, so you have to use your X-Acto blade to break it away. But this one came apart real easy. I didn't have to cut anything. They just, when I picked it up, I just touched it a little bit, and it fell off. So that was pretty good. They cut way through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up, put the bracing on these 3 walls here. I don't think this wall needs bracing, just these 3 walls here. And then we'll set it up for painting, And that's all we'll do on YouTube, and then we'll remain on Rumble to talk a little bit more. So I don't have my email open, but if you haven't entered the giveaway yet, enter your name to WorkbenchWednesday, all one word, at gmail.com. And that'll get you entered into the giveaway. And we'll pick the name out of a hat whenever we're finished with this. I'll give the name to Artie, so he knows who you are, and all you would have to do is say, hey, I'm the winner of the giveaway on Tom Strange and Things for Loft Candies, and he'll send it out to you because he'll have your email address and he'll have your address ready to go. So all you'll have to do is contact him. So I think that's enough sanding there on those things. Okay, so all I have to do is cut. And I got to see where they suggest. They always give you a suggestion of where to put the bracing. And usually on one side you have them on the edge. And so that's on the right wall panel. That's this one right here. And on the edge of these right here. And so this one looks like it's back off. Okay, yeah, so that one's got to be backed off from a little bit. Okay, so I got see, there's a bracing on this one. This is the side wall, but the storefront goes right here. There's a 1/16 of an inch goes right here for the window, but I got to make sure that I have enough clearance for the storefront right there. But the way the drawing looks like it's backed off away, so I'm just gonna put it a little bit back further from where the deal is, and it looks like the bracing on this goes all the way up to the top. That side goes all the way up to the top, and this side does not go all the way up to the top right wall panel. On the front it doesn't go. So does this fit inside? So let me cut this out to see if this actually fits inside. Where's the little deal here? See if it fits inside or actually up on top. So it actually fits up on top. So yeah, it overhangs. So let's see which way it goes. Well, they don't actually show it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, so. It runs this way. Alright. So this is skewed. Okay, so, alright. So that's the way it goes right there. Okay, so I could put the corner bracing. So that's things you got to look at. Sometimes the roof goes lower, goes inside the building, so you have to make room with the corner bracing and bring it down. But according to this, the roof goes all the way up to the top. So we'll just cut the bracing so it's all the way up to the top. I'll cut them just a little bit long. and then we'll trim it off after we paint it. So, okay, how many of these do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that wall is a different size. So this wall and this wall is different sizes. That's a short wall, so we got to make 2 for this one. This is one size. Just like a hat, one size fit most. Make another one like that. If you're watching here on YouTube, you could also, and if you want to watch further after we're done with this, we'll chat for a while and stay on Rumble. We'll shut it off on YouTube and we'll chat on Rumble. And for some reason they show this one here a little bit shorter, so I'm going to cut that one short. I don't know why, but we'll just do it. That was for that one. Okay, this one, we got 2 long ones and 1 short one. So one here. And I'm cutting them long, so once I get them glued on there and once I get it painted, we'll trim them off. And then on the 1/16 of an inch, we'll paint the 1/16 of an inch, and that's the corner post. We'll paint them a contrasting color. So I think I'll put, what do they have this? It looks like an off-white. So I got white, I got in the buff. Those are the 2 light colors that I have. I'll have to see what Debbie has, but we'll keep it a light color because I like light colors, and then we'll make. Okay, that's a little bit too short. That one will work. So we already got one cut right there. Okay, so that'll work right there. So we got 3 of these left over. Okay, for right now. All right, let me get my glass out so we can glue. Yeah, Rumble rant. Yeah. Are you ready for the Rumble rant? Yeah, a lot of things happened since yesterday. And we're going to talk about that on Rumble because you can't talk about it here. I might have to redo my Rumble chat because I don't see anything coming up on it. Okay. Nobody's talking on Rumble, that's why. It's still having issues on Rumble, seeing what's going on. It's still going slow. Okay, Chasco, thanks for putting that up there. workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Ken Amos Jr., how you doing? You stopped in? All right, good to see you in here. Yeah, my Rumble chat froze up, so I had to refresh it. Okay, so there we go. All right, here's my glass right here. And got to get my glue. I'll put this over here a little bit further. We'll do this one first. This one is called the right wall panel, and these go all the way to the end. So we'll get my block so we can make sure that they're all the way on the end. Rumblicious. Yeah, there you go. Rob says he's listening across the room. That's what I usually do in the evening. If there's a live stream on, I'll listen to it and work on the layout or work over here. No, somebody up near, I think it was near Jacksonville, for what the lady said. I won $2. I got the Mega Ball from last week and this week, so I got $4. So I added $1 to it and got me a $5 scratch off. So it's still sitting out in the van, so I'm going to have to scratch it off and see what I got. But no, it wasn't me, and my daughter asked me the same thing. And tomorrow are the twins' 18th birthday. So she says she got both of them lottery tickets for their 18th birthday. I said, starting them off right, huh? Okay. We just get it close and then put it up against the block. You know, show it to you like that. And then just make sure everything is tight. And since I made them long, it's hanging over on the bottom and the top, and I could trim it once I paint it. So there you got to have a nice square edge, and then that'll work out for the corner bracing. You got a nice wide surface for gluing when you're putting the wall surfaces together. All right. You know, in some instructions they tell you to weigh it down and put weights on it, but with the Aleene's tacky glue, you just make sure it's good and tight, and you're good to go. Just have to squeeze it in there once. And rear wall. Oh, this one only gets one. Okay. I looked at that wrong. That one is that's a corner post, so we only need one there. Well, I'm glad I looked at it again. So we just need one in here between the windows. And we'll use that one right there, and then we could trim it. I'm glad I looked at that again. Double check. Or else I would have been putting too many braces on here, and I would be having one brace up against the other brace. And this one, you just eyeball this one in, because do the best you can with getting it square. Because nobody gonna see this one. Hey, false belly, model railroad, how you doing? 41 months, almost 2 years. What's 2 years? 41 months is 3.5 years. You're a little bit. You need to get a calculator there, Rick. Good and tight is always good. There you go. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 4 years. There you go. Hey, Rick, if you haven't entered in the giveaway yet, workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. We're gonna have do a drawing of everybody that enters. It's a Workbench Wednesday at Gmail, not gmail.com. Gmail. Whenever we're finished with this, we're going to be doing a drawing for everybody that has entered. I'll give the name to Art Fahey, and all you have to do is contact Art Fahey at Bar Mills, and he'll send it out to you. And we're going to be doing it on this kid here, and we'll be doing it on Twin Peaks when I do that. And if we get enough people for N scale, maybe I could talk into doing an N scale giveaway also. Maybe he'll let me do a kit in N scale. Yeah, that's a long pregnancy. You missed the PSA, huh? We don't need no stinking public service announcement, do we? Okay, and I'm going to move this one back just a little bit off the edge to give it enough room for the storefront. And that should be enough because there's a 1/16 of an inch that goes here and here for the window. All right, so that's that. So the next thing we got to do, put this up on for painting, and we got to get these things ready for painting. So we got to put that on the yardstick, on a different yardstick. Well, let me see. We could. I'll do that in white, and I'll do these in gray because we'll have a darker color on it. This will be white over here, so that'll go with that. We'll do this one in white, so let me cut this one out here. Yeah, send an email to workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Give me your name, your real name, your channel name, and then your address, and you'll be entered. You can send money if you like. I'll never turn that down. And only one entry per person. So if you got 3 channels, only one entry is going to count, Gerald. And if you're on YouTube and Rumble, it's just going to be, it don't matter. Just one entry, no matter what platform you're on. Yeah, you can send a bill. I don't know what you call this, but it looks what this is right here. It looks like what's that stuff that you use for the fascia? But it's thinner. But it's got a lot of detail in it. Gerald wants 5 entries. Only one, Gerald. Okay, these over here will get white. Let me see. I should let me find out what this piece up here. It might be for. I've seen it in the directions before. Hardware sign mounting blank. Okay, so we're not doing a hardware sign, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so alright, so we got this. And that's that sign right there. And they said paint it before you take it off. So that's a good idea. I'm going to paint it. And if we have to do the edges, we'll do it with something else. But I'm going to do that in the gray primer. Let me take this thing off here so we could do that and paint this, because this is the base for the storefront. So we'll hit that with a primer. Alright, and then we'll paint that. I'll just put some tape on that and paint it. I don't have to put that on the stick. Don't have to put the jalapeno on a stick. Alright. Hey, Off the Rails, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Did I miss you in here earlier? I'm not paying attention to too much of the chat because I'm working here. So let me get the glass out of the way. I gotta cut the plastic windows so I can mount that. So not too many windows to do, but we're all going to do these in the same, so it might be easier to do it with this one here. And we'll have to sand off the little nubs. And then don't forget the Rumble rant. After we're done with this, we're going to cut YouTube off and keep Rumble on. And Joe Biden's been up to his tricks again. You know, I got this thing at Lowe's last year, and I haven't seen it there since. So I don't know why they didn't carry it anymore. But that's the best thing they ever had. They got. Where's the other one that I got from there? I got a shorter one, but it's crappy. And sand down all the nubs on the edge where you just cut off. Hey, Gus Hadley, how you doing? Good to see you in here. All right. We're working on this kit, and when I'm finished with it, when I do the reveal video, we're going to have a giveaway. So if you want to enter, it's HO only. Send me an email with your name, your channel name, and address, and phone number to workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. I think Chazko put it up here in chat earlier. That's a good one. I didn't hear that one, Reggie, but that's good. So we're going to pick names out of the hat, and I'll give the name to Art Fahey. So all you have to do is contact him, so he know, you know, he'll have your name. Just let him know that you're ready to have him ship it to you. Now, sometimes they tell you to wash these plastic parts. I never did. I just painted them. I never had an issue with it. And I guess this is resin, so yeah, that's resin. So maybe I should wash these. This is plastic. This is plastic. Yeah, the sidewalk's resin, so I'm going to hold off on them. I'm going to wash them before I primer those. So let me get the yardstick out. All right. So people on Rumble, are you still in there? Because I haven't seen anybody doing any chat for a while. Did my chat freeze up again? The last one I got is Rob saying I'm listening from across the room. That had to be a while ago. Oh, hello. Okay, Gerald said hello. Okay, I see that. So, yeah, just silent there on Rumble. Okay. Just paying attention, huh? Just watching. You're holding it all back for when for the after party. Okay, this is the short one, so I'll put the windows and doors and the other things on here. And don't bother painting the back of them. Oops, I gotta get a little bit more off of this. Alright, so let me do this one in gray also. And I'll just leave the gray primer on it. And let me put a primer on this thing too. This is the backing for the sign that goes inside the brick wall. I'm not sure how much of it you'll see, or if you'll see any of it. Let me see if you'll see any of it. Where's the signs on here? So the signs on the small scribed line. So you ain't going to see it, so I ain't going to worry about it. Okay. So we don't have to paint that. So put this on here like so. And the chimney, I'll do the same as I do with the brick. I'll paint it white primer. So put this off to the side and get another stick for the wall panels. Off the Rail says he's still here. Here, there, Jim says here, there, everywhere. Okay. Curtis says still here. Jim says still here. Three Railroad on both. Yeah, there you go. Russell Rocco Railroad still lurking. Okay, so let me make this. About that long. I got some toothpicks over here on the end, and I got some holes over here on the end for things that, you know, if I ever like drill a hole on the bottom of something like that, I could put it up on the toothpick, but I'm just going to stick it on the tape tonight because I don't feel energetic enough to drill a hole in the bottom of it, because it's got enough surface on it that it'll stick on the tape. Okay. On the wall panels, I paint both sides, or prime both sides, and paint the finished coat on the visible surface. So we'll do that like that. Maybe I'll do this one here, and then do. Let me get some of the flash off the inside of there. I like these 3D printed ones better than the white metal ones. They look a lot better. All right. The more you pay for painter's tape, the less sticky it is. Yeah, but I'm not paying a fortune for painter's tape. I got this masking tape. I'm not worried about it. These lights, I'll do it another time. So, all right, that's all we need. That's we got all that set up for tomorrow morning, so I could get the rattle cans out and paint that stuff. So that's all we're going to do tonight on the workbench. What time is it anyway? It's 9:30. So we killed an hour and a half there, talking and doing some of that stuff. This is the sidewalk, so this goes on the front, and I'm going to have to. I can see right now that it's warped a little bit, so I'm going to have to get my heat gun out and flatten it out. Which way does it go? Like that. Maybe like that on the side. Okay. Something like that anyway. Or maybe some on the side and like this. Could be. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But I'm going to wash that and then put a heat gun on it, and we'll see. So I'm going to close off the chat here. All right, Chasco, gotta run. Night all. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to head on over to the other computer now. Let me get rid of this. Turn the microphone back on. Okay. Gotta go for a walk before it rains here. Okay. Four-piece chimneys and Walters kits are a pain in the ass. I don't do very many Walters kits. The new formula of Scotch Blue is awful. Masking my porch steps, came back in a half hour with paint and brush. Most of it curled right up. Oh, man. Yeah, we're ready to rumble. Okay, so before we head out here, I'm just going to let everybody know in YouTube land. Let me see if I could pull up here, see if we got any more entries. So we got Ian, Phil Kenyon, another Ian Broxerman, Rick Bailey, Reggie Stroud, Russ Ratzman, and Sigfield Leupold. Okay, so we're getting up there with the people entering the contest, so that's good. So the word is getting out there. And so let me put this up here one more time for those of you who have come in here late. workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. We're going to be giving a giveaway when I'm finished with this kit. We're going to be picking all the names out of a hat who send to right there. workbenchwednesday@gmail with your name, channel name from YouTube, or if you're on Rumble also, address and phone number. So that is the email right there to send it to enter the contest whenever we're finished with the kit. That's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing a contest to give it away. I'll send the name to Art Fahey at Bar Mill Scale Model Works, and he'll know that you won. All you have to do is contact, say, hey, I'm ready to get that kit, and he'll send it off to you. And when we're done with this one, I'm going to be doing Twin Peaks. It's another Bar Mill Scale Model Works, and just like that one, just like this one, I'll be giving that one away too whenever I'm finished with it. So you'll have to re-enter in that one too. And so if you're N-scale people, try to get here on Monday. I'm going to do another poll to see how many N-scale people we can get together. And if we get enough of them, I'll talk Artie into giving me an N-scale kit to give away. And we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to do the swirly smoke on here. Thank you all for stopping in on Rumble or on YouTube. We're going to continue here on Rumble. So we could have a Rumble party. So here we go.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back.
Swirly smoke is coming. There you go.
Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me.
Yeah, Rob, I got your entry. Did you get my email back? I sent a confirmation email out to everybody, unless you sent it in late today.
This train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me.
Let me look again.
Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy.
Yep, I sent you a confirmation email that you got it.
My one true love waiting there to see. Won't that low train carry me back?
Here's the swirly smoke.
Well, they left Columbus around 7. Oh, Lord, they hit Louisville about 9. That poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down.
Might have had a little buffer, and I seen it going out of the red for a minute.
And Lord, it's quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Oh, that long old train back. For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on.
Yeah, Mark, we're getting ready to go on to Rumble.
My true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train.
There's the link right there.
Won't you carry
Won't you carry me home? See everybody on YouTube. Get ready for the Rumble party. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's get the rumble thing up here.